Welcome back to another episode of the Touchline Podcast. We are going to preview for the round 5 games. So the first game is starting off with Roosters and Parramatta. Boys, what do you reckon? Who's going to be winning this game against Roosters and Parramatta?
I'll go first. I think again it's going to be a tight game. You know, Eels have had a tough start to the season. They're versing all the top 8 teams. Some top 4 teams from last year as well. And they managed just to sneak into it, losing by 4 points, 6 points, 2 points, winning 1 point last week. So for me, I think it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be a game where it's been the same for the Eels, where they're scoring a lot of tries, but I think they're going to concede a lot of tries. And with that being said, I think I'm going to tip the Roosters for the win.
Oh, nice. Shabba, what's your prediction?
I think I'm tipping for the Eels this week. Yeah. I think that win against
Eels.
That win against Panthers is really gonna give them that confidence and the boost that they needed all season. You look at the previous games. I've mentioned multiple times about they've been in games where they just haven't been winning the games. Their luck hasn't been on their side. When I look at Roosters' team, they've been very poor. Their style of play hasn't really interested me, and I haven't been engaging. I haven't been engaging watching their matches.
Yeah,
and I just don't see Roosters. I tipped them to win it this year, one of my favorites, but I just don't see them winning it anymore. Brendan Smith hasn't reached his potential this year. He looks really, I don't know what's wrong with him. Probably he's missing life in Melbourne, but I just think that win against Panthers is going to really do the goods for Eels.
Nah, for sure. Like they beat the big dogs last week, Panthers, and if they fix a few things in their attack, definitely they'd go through Roosters.
Not their attack. I think their defense, to be honest.
Defense.
Yeah, defense. Yeah, but even moments in their attack where they set up plays, but it doesn't go from end to end. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's a drop ball. Ball is not received.
Do you think Eels will win this game?
Yeah, I'm tipping Eels, man. Roosters, as you said, they haven't been impressive at all.
Roosters, I'm actually going to go for the Roosters. They're going to be winning comfortably. Sorry. So they played really good last week as well. So and look, don't get me wrong, Parramatta played really good too. But you got to understand, bro. You got top players like James Tedesco, Joseph Suwali, who else is Warrior Hargraves.
Yeah, but look,
all the main key players.
Tedesco hasn't clicked yet. Brendan Smith hasn't clicked.
Yeah,
nothing's
going on
with Roosters right now.
But they're still in the top. They're still in the top 8. But they're going to get where they want to be. You know,
they got a big win. They got a big win against the Bunnies. So
well,
look, that's why I said it could go either way. Both teams are going to want to win it. It was just massive win against the Panthers. Roosters just had their bye, so both teams are motivated. And so me and Anthony tipped Roosters, and you guys tipped Eels.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going for the Roosters because, like you said, they had the bye. They didn't play this week, so that gave them the boost. So I think Roosters for the win.
Okay. Now next match.
So on to the next one. We got the Friday night game at 6:00. We got Canberra Raiders and Penrith Panthers. I don't know, man. This is going to be a tricky game, but I think Penrith is going to win this game because after their loss against Parramatta, which was a tight game by 1 point. So I have to guess I'm probably going to go with Penrith.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you, Anthony, because I think this is going to be a big win for Panthers. The reason why I say
it will be.
They haven't been really good this year. They struggled with Broncos. Who did they win? Against the Bunnies, they were at their best, but not quite where they were for the last 2 seasons. They lost against Parramatta Eels, and I think this is the game where they need to step up, get a big win, and show like the Panthers are still here in the competition, like wanting to get that, make history and get their 3rd premiership.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, I think Panthers. Something inside me says maybe Raiders might make an upset, but I'm going to stick on the safe side, put the Panthers. I think the Raiders have started the season poor. They've lost against Knights last week, and everyone expected them to win it. So I think Raiders haven't reached their standards how they have previous seasons. And I think Panthers now, especially after that loss against the Eels, I think they're going to want to bounce back. And if they were to win, I think they're going to win comfortably against a weak Raiders side. We're off form, losing wider now. So yeah. I think it's written in the stars that it's going to be Panthers getting the win.
And Panthers got a statement to prove now that, as Chabot said, that we haven't changed. That we're still the big dogs.
Yeah.
They're reigning premiers, and they're going to make a big statement against Raiders. Raiders haven't been the best. Yeah, that's their game. So I'm tipping Panthers.
Yeah.
So I think all of us were going to go for Penrith as well. So Penrith is locked in. The next game will be 8 o'clock. This is going to be a big blockbuster, man. South Sydney Rabbitohs versus Melbourne Storm. So this is going to be an interesting one, man.
This
I can't wait for this game.
Yeah.
I'm just edging Rabbitohs just by a bit, just because they're at home. And Melbourne, the other thing they do quite well in Sydney recently for the last couple of seasons.
I think they always beat Rabbitohs at home, away.
Mate. I'm not sure, but just honestly, it's not the Melbourne Storm of old anymore. It's a new Melbourne team.
It looks like they're crumbling.
Very weak. They're not that. They don't have that energy like they used to previous years. Rabbitohs, they've just got off from a big win against Manly. Latrell hasn't yet clicked into his second gear or third gear, so if he can really perform this week against a team also who has won against Tigers, against Melbourne Storm, if Latrell can bounce back to his best, I think it's going to go Rabbitohs will get the win. But at the end, I still think Storm, it's a 50-50 game, but I'll just edge Rabbitohs.
Yeah. What do you think, Bill?
I'm thinking, I don't know, actually, you can go either way. But I feel
that's why it's 50-50 this game. I really don't know who's winning.
I feel Rabbitohs will just edge the win. I think it'll be a close game from start to finish.
Yeah. Could be another golden point.
Exactly.
I think Rabbitohs will get the win as well. I think Melbourne just haven't clicked, and I feel personally that Rabbitohs have been probably one of the best teams I think so far this season. I think.
Yeah.
Well, I think.
Oof.
Broncos have been better than them.
Broncos have, Warriors have.
Rabbitohs
the best team.
I don't know. I like what I see in the Rabbitohs. I think they're building something good. I think back from the last season, I think they're building on that. I think Elias is improving. I think Keon Kulumataga's stepped up another gear. Murray. So I think I'm liking what I'm seeing for the Rabbitohs, and I think on the other hand, I'm not liking what I'm seeing from the Melbourne. So I think Mitchell's going to have a big game this week, and I think he's going to lead to get the W.
He always does it against Melbourne.
Yeah, and I think that's why he would win it. But I'm liking what I'm seeing from the Rabbitohs.
Look, for me, it's gonna, like how you all said it, it's gonna be a big, massive task, man. And it's gonna be a hard game. Like it could be anyone's game, like you said. But I've got a gut feeling it's gonna be a golden point. I think South's gonna win it by 1 point again.
Never know.
The way how they played against Manly, it's gonna remind me of that game. So it looks like it's gonna be a golden point. Like a tough game, I would say. So I think South's by 1 point.
Okay.
I hope that happens like that. So, who?
Maybe, yeah.
The halfback.
Jerome Hughes.
Jerome Hughes?
Yeah.
Why, is he playing or not?
I think he's back.
I think he should be.
So we're all locked in with Rabbitohs.
Yeah, that's correct.
Next game.
We got Saturday, 3 o'clock game. We got Manly versus Newcastle Knights.
Easy.
I'll start with Manly because after their loss against South Sydney, they had a good run, but like I'm saying, after against Souths, but they lost unfortunately. But I think they'll bounce back and then they'll win against Newcastle comfortably, probably 20 points or something.
I think a big win.
Yeah, it should be a massive win.
I think Turbo's going to stand out. Cherry Evans going to stand out. So I think Knights are gonna be in for a long evening.
I don't think it's going to be.
Yeah, it will be.
Look, I was thinking when you mentioned the game, Anthony, I was saying smashing. But now I'm thinking about it. This season, there hasn't been a smashing at all this season. Probably like
no, not really. The only game that was
our game, of course, the Bulldogs and Manly.
Dragons and
that's what I'm saying. There's been only 2 games.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. Dragons and Cronulla 40-8.
Weird season, very weird season.
And Dragons and Broncos 3.
I don't know what's in the package in Knights against Manly.
That's
That was a big smashing, bro. 40-12, wasn't it?
40-18, but that game wasn't like the final score was 40-18, but it wasn't
I
a.
don't really respect the performance.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
But what I'm saying, I'm going for Manly. I think they will win, but don't underestimate Tom Knights considering the season we've been
Yeah.
watching this year.
no, I don't think Knights will get the win.
Who
No,
would
I
have
think
thought,
Manly's going to win too comfortably.
who would
I
have
think
thought what's
that's
it
what's
called?
going to happen.
Dogs will beat Melbourne. Who would have thought? Who else? There's so many shocks this season.
But I don't.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think Manly, because look at Melbourne, like they're not the best as they
Melbourne
were.
lost against Titans.
I don't know, but I don't know, man. I just think
It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. But you know what? Manly's going to win too comfortably. The way how
Yeah,
they're on
yeah.
the good run right now, after against our performance and the other teams, and even like, all right, I know they lost against Souths on the weekend. It's okay, but they're going to bounce back.
yeah.
So-
I think Manly easily.
Yeah, I think Manly
Don't
too.
forget, Knights have informed players. They've got Miller, Gagai, Thompson. They've
Yeah.
got
What about Jackson Hastings? Isn't he playing as well?
yeah, he's been pretty decent. So
Yeah,
yeah,
but he's always up and down.
players
Like,
right now, they've just
sometimes he's playing good, sometimes he plays
yeah, he's
weird
inconsistent.
because he never clicks.
Yeah, but I'll go for Manly, but we'll see how it goes this week.
What do you reckon, Bill?
Yeah, no, I'm saying Manly comfortably, easy.
Yeah, I think yeah. So I think we're all
Not a
going
lot
to
to
agree with
say.
that one. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, the next game 5:30 on Saturday night, we got St. George Dragons versus the Dolphins.
That's gonna be.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
This is going to be a weird one, man.
We've said Sullivan's out. They've got
Yeah.
Bruce is still suspended. So and Dragons, they
I
would
think
want
Marshall
to-
King's back.
Yeah, Marshall King's back, so they want an immediate response. Dragons after that atrocious loss against the Sharks 40-8. So if they can bounce back, that can give them some sort of confidence.
Something's telling me Dragons maybe for this one.
Me too.
Nah, man.
I don't know. Dolphins.
Dragons are dog shit, man. They're dog
Dragons
water.
are, but I feel Dragons. They always.
You don't know what to expect from Dragons. They could be so good, and then at one point they can be so bad.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm on the fence for this one. I don't know. I think Dolphins, of course, have been very good this year. They just lost by Broncos by a bit when they could have actually won the game. They were in the lead for a few times. For me, so far, this has been the toughest one to decide.
Yeah, me too. I agree.
Who are you on Dolphins?
I'm going Dolphins. Now, Dragons just don't have enough to beat them, I reckon.
I know Dragons have been bad, but for some reason, I don't know why. I'm thinking maybe Dragons might.
Fair enough, yeah, if that's what your gut's saying.
Who are you going?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I'm going to go Dolphins. I think they're going to win like super comfortably. Like they're going to play really good this week against Dragons. But Dragons, they've been very poor this year. They've been really, really poor.
I'm going to go Dolphins.
Yeah.
I think I was just thinking Marsh King back, Hamiso Tabuai-Fidow. They got some good players, and I think they'll get them over the line.
Of course.
Yeah,
But I think the way how Dolphins been playing good, they've been improving a lot, and now they're like third on the ladder, which is really impressive. And you know what? And when we actually spoke about it, like on the podcast a few months ago, people thought like, oh, Dolphins might struggle, they might not be the best team, but look at them now. They actually proved everyone wrong in the NRL right now.
Yeah.
So
boys,
but-
what do Dragons need to become a complete different side? Because for the last couple of seasons they've been really poor. Is it the coaching?
not just poor, but they've been struggling a lot. Sorry. Especially a coach. Look, I spoke to my cousin Joey yesterday. He actually told me Dragons haven't been playing that good performance the last couple of years. But I don't understand why the Dragons coach is still there. He's always stressing a lot. He's not getting where they want it to be.
To be honest,
You know what I mean?
I think it's like a mentality thing, because you look at it, they always start the season well. They're in the top 8, top 4, and I think it hits like round 13 and they just all come coming down. So their team has potential. They have that. When you look at it, they do have a strong team like Ravalawa, Lomax, Ben Hunt. They've got a strong team, but for some reason they just always manage to choke it and go down the ladder.
That's where the coach comes in. If you have a strong team and you're not making the top 8, then it's a coach. You have to question the coach.
But then is it the coach?
100%.
Because if your team's playing good to get into the top 4, then it must be your team that's downgrading to go. Like, yeah, it's hard to.
It's like weird. Like it's not just weird, but frustrating too.
I think both parties have a say in why they're always going up and going back down. But yeah, Dolphins will get the win.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
I'm going to go with Dolphins as well.
Yeah.
We got another game at 7:30, 7:35. Sorry, we got Brisbane Broncos versus the West Tigers. I'm going to start with this one.
Broncos.
Brisbane Broncos.
That's probably the easiest game.
I think the easiest game in this week of this round for sure.
$1.26 to win it, so that just shows how easy.
Yeah, you're actually right, Sam. They're paying $1.26 on Sportsbet. They're paying Tigers $3.90 to win the game.
Yeah, fuck.
But hey, look, I'll be honest with you. Brisbane's going to win comfortably, but you like how you said Tigers, they always come and bounce.
Where they're
back.
playing.
That's what Anthony. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Always have a period in the match where it looks like they're gonna come back into the game and win it.
Well, where they're playing, boys? They're playing.
Suncorp
Yeah,
Stadium.
oh fuck, bro, write it off.
Yeah, Brisbane's going to pump them so
Completely
hard.
write it off.
If it's not
Oh,
this
100%.
week, Tigers are going to have a game where they do a comeback and win it.
You reckon?
Hey,
No,
but not against Broncos.
No, not against Broncos.
Yeah.
But I think it's in the making that they're going to
Yeah, they could, they could.
For Tigers, they get 2 points next week.
Yeah,
Nah,
see the
right.
bye.
Yeah, exactly.
So
But you know the way how the way how Brisbane played the whole against the Dolphins, bro. That was like the best performance of the week, I would say. I think that was going to be the best game of this whole week.
Panthers are the
If
most
people want to agree on it,
yeah.
eh?
I said Panthers. Not Panthers. Broncos are the
Yeah.
most informed team right now. You've got Walsh, Adam Reynolds, Haas. They're playing in the form of their careers.
Yeah.
So if they can continue that form heading into this game, I think it's going to be a long day, long evening for Tigers.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So what's your final prediction, boys?
I think Broncos 20 plus.
Yeah, me too. I think
Yeah,
Brisbane's going to be winning comfortably. So Broncos for the win.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so next game on Sunday, Palm Sunday, actually, we got 4 o'clock game, Cronulla Sharks and New Zealand Warriors.
That's a big
This is
game.
going to be a massive game.
Yeah.
This is going to be a massive one.
Personally, for me, if Nico Hines wasn't there, I think Warriors could have snatched to win. But look, it's going to be a very tough game. I think
Yeah, it will be.
Sharks might have just the quality and the experience, especially of Nico Hines, to get him over the line. But Warriors are going to give him a run for their money, and I think it's not going to be easy. I don't think Sharks are guaranteed the 2 points. Warriors could win it. You don't know, but if I'm going to give my opinion, I think Sharks by 8.
Look, you're versing the strongest attack in the comp, which is Sharks, and you got the strongest defense in Warriors.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So it's
that's a
gonna be a
big
very good
big
game.
challenge, that one.
I'm looking forward to
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
same
no.
here.
Sharks, if Nico Hines shows up, Sharks take it.
Yeah.
Sure. And Warriors do have a strong attack.
They've got Sean Johnson, who's on form.
Yeah, but I feel Sharks just has that edge, man.
And Britain and Nakora is playing good.
Yeah.
What's Tyler scoring again?
Yeah.
So
Tyler's picking up form.
and Sharks just slowly took their time to get into the season, but now after round 3 they clicked, and then now they're
This is the missing ingredient.
but Warriors will give him a test.
Anthony, do you think there'll be another surprise this season? Warriors beating Sharks?
Look, I'll be honest with you. My gut feeling is probably telling me Warriors to win. I don't know why, but I think just Cronulla.
So I can see him winning.
Yeah, because after what they did to us yesterday, which like they were just lucky they won by what
Now,
2
if you think about
points
it,
difference.
If they just manage to beat the Bulldogs, what are Sharks going to do?
I don't know. It's going to be a big challenge, Sam. That's the big problem because Warriors won by 2 points against us, but you're talking about Cronulla. They won a big margin against Dragons yesterday as well, 40-8.
They're full of confidence.
Who knows who's gonna win the game? So I don't know who to go for, but I'm just gonna say Sharks probably like
The battle of the
4
two
points.
halfbacks.
I think Sharks should win it. They should just must win.
It's a battle of the two halfbacks. Hines and
Yeah.
Sean.
Oh, and not just that too. Sean Johnson was playing with Cronulla before, but he's
yeah,
versing his
right.
old team. Yeah. I actually forgot about that now. It just came in my mind. But who knows? It's gonna be a tough game. That one.
Sharks
Hey?
win this by 8 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said. I think they should win by 8 points. Sharks.
I reckon 4. They're winning by 4.
4?
It could be anyway. It could be both ways. You don't know. We'll see what happens.
Maybe it might be Sharks by 100. You don't know.
Anthony, give us
you
never
wish.
know.
You wish.
Okay, last game, Anthony.
You never know.
Last game of the week or round 5 is who Canterbury Bulldogs versus North Queensland Cowboys, bro. That's my biggest worry this one.
Yeah, because we could.
I don't know.
Defeats.
We're playing at home.
Yeah, which is
Look,
good.
I
Good
told
news.
Anthony, I told my brother that I'm confident about this game.
You think
We're
so?
the Cowboys team that isn't strong this season. Up and down.
Yeah, they've had their No,
But
I agree with you.
they're still a strong team. Don't get me wrong. But if you
They
want
are.
to see the Cowboys back last season, I'm so happy we got this Cowboys this season. So
Yeah.
teams a bit weaker, and we have a chance. And we're at home, so
Yeah.
that's on our side an advantage for us.
I'm confident. I think I'm also confident heading into this game. Like for me, it's been a while since I head into a game confident, even after we've lost. So I think for me, I'm confident. I think we will get the win. I think Kira's going to have another big game. I think Marnie's going to. For me, I personally think when Marnie plays good, we win the game. And I think it was against the Warriors. He made 46 tackles, but he made so many missed tackles. So and then in fantasy wise, he got I think 46 points. So I think we're going to rely on some players who are going to try and get us over the line. And I think if we can just play the way we did against the Warriors, defensively, just be strong and bring in that attack we played against the Melbourne into this game. I think we can get an upset here and get the win.
What do you reckon, Bill?
I'm tipping Dogs. Same as what Samuel said. It's been a while since you feel comfortable going to a game. But now the way we played last week, I said in the last video, I was very impressed by the way we're attacking now. Just certain minor adjustments, man. Just 80-minute squad. That's a big thing for me, man. We got to show up in the last 20 minutes and and especially that second half. We need to start pushing more in that second half.
And fix our bench too.
Yeah. And I feel it'll be a close game again. Hopefully Dogs steal the victory, and I think we'll do it.
If we lose this, we got Rabbitohs, Sharks next. So we don't want to up a losing form.
5 losses in a row.
I think it's important that we get the win here because then I think we'll set the foundation of how those next 3 matches are going to go. So I think every game in the NRL is a big win. And when you look at how each game unfolds, you're like, okay, we need a win to stay in touch with this team or that team.
100%.
So
look, it's
important.
I don't think the boys. Sorry, I'm going to change. I think the boys are they back from New Zealand?
Yeah, they are.
They are back. They just came back.
They weren't training today. I ran to Belmore and I tried to go inside. There was no one training.
No, because they probably came back from New Zealand because
it was probably 12 o'clock.
Oh, maybe they're inside or something.
Anthony, what are your thoughts on the game?
Look, I'll be honest with you. I hope Dogs will win this game, but the thing is, we need to stop. There's a couple of players from Cowboys we need to stop. So we got to target Valentine Holmes, Chad Townsend, and Jake Granville, bro. You're talking about these 3 big players, bro. They've been there quite a while. So I'm hoping Dogs will put an 80 good performance, but instead of a 60 performance. So hopefully they can push themselves back with the win. So hopefully we can win and get back to the top 8 again, so we can feel comfortable.
I agree.
Before we verse South Sydney next week on Good Friday, because that's going to be a tough game. So I would say Dogs to beat Cowboys. Probably I would say about probably 8 points or something.
Look, it's important that we get I think the players are returning.
Our momentum back.
Reynolds back. I think we need a complete different bench.
Yes, and that's what I said in the previous video too.
The bench is so weak that it's really affecting us on the field. The cardio, you can just see the fitness is not up there when the bench players are not playing a lot and playing good amount of minutes to give the players who are starting a good amount of rest. So if we can fix a bit of the attack and make the right decisions on the field, I think we can get the win.
Yeah, I think slowly, like for the first time in years, I'm seeing progression, and I'm just seeing that. Okay, now I'm going to be patient with it, and because I have something to believe in. Because other years I'll be patient with it, but I didn't believe the process.
Exactly. We didn't have that.
Yeah, I'm starting to see. I think Serrato's doing a good job so far, and I just think it will take time, and I think we'll get more wins this year. And I think hopefully we get the top 8 this year.
And it's important
I think we will.
our forwards turn up this week.
Yeah.
Hopefully, yeah.
Our forward
well,
packs, every season, Bulldogs are missing something. Now, for some reason, I feel our forward pack's not strong, and look. But don't forget, Payne guy's out, Franklin Pele's out, Davies out. They're 3 big boys. So once they come in, even Luke Thompson, like it'll change the dynamic of the forward pack. So, yeah, I'm happy how we're going, and hopefully we get the win out of Sunday.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, I think Dogs will win comfortably. But and look, like you said about the interchange, it needs to be a big change. And also, even with Shane Flanagan and Matt Burton, they need to fix up the combinations this week too. They need to fix it up.
Flanagan.
Cole Flanagan. What was I saying? Shane Flanagan. Sorry, Charles Flanagan.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Nah, look, honestly, I'm just gonna say Dogs. Dogs will win comfortably against Cowboys. Yeah, so Dogs will win. What do you reckon, Bill?
Yeah, no, I'm saying Dogs.
All right. Well, there you have it, folks. Please like the video, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys very soon. Peace out.
Yeah.